log in, guys, and try to cover the last minutes of the round number 9. And here we are now. So I just hope that all sounds and everything is cool. I think everything is at max at my end. I hope the static noise had been diminished to some extent. I hope. Okay, what are we actually looking at? Oh, actually, let me see. Magnus and Ali Reza. So I haven't got a clue what happened today. Now I'm seeing it. So Ali Reza is white. He kind of needs to win in this Armageddon. Magnus only needs a draw. Looks to me that the pawn on g3 can be easily taken by the black rook, and you can't take it back because the pawn on h2 is pinned. Therefore, it's an idea. I guess that might be the intention behind Magnus playing this. I guess. We'll see if that's the case or not. Oh boy. I think I need to change those glasses, but anyway, leave it like this for now. Rook to g5. And look at this beautiful bishop here. Look at that bishop. And I guess this is what he wants to do in principle. Rook takes g3, you can't take it. And looks good. It looks good. From Black's perspective, that is. Good evening, Simpson. I wasn't sure I was going to make it this evening due to some crazy appointments and stuff I had to deal with. And just the last minutes, the last remaining minutes now. Hopefully, we're going to do this until they actually do the Armageddon and the other two games. Dude, the commuting in London is crazy and it's so time consuming. You know, if you go to various locations in London, you're going to be spending a good 3-4 hours just to commute to one place and then another. Crazy. Obviously, you can't do a proper stream when you're commuting like this. So, yeah. Anyway. Anyway, let's just focus on what we have currently now. h5. I guess h5 wants to go one more square. That is here. Reason being that the pawn is sort of pinned, because if they take, we're going to take the queen. Simpson, how's the sound now? Do you notice a slight improvement in terms of less static noise or something like that? Or do you notice any modification in the audio? Because I fiddled with the audio upon some recommendations and just trying to improve things as much as I can with what I currently have. So, okay. Knight b3, okay. So, yeah, I'll answer that message later, alligator. Okay, I think Magnus still in the lead. What does Ali Reza want to do with that knight? Uh-huh. Sorry to hear about your suffering, and it's good you can hear me decently at least. Okay. That is good. Knight to b3. What does he want to do, I wonder? Do you think that he actually plans on pushing d3 to d4? Just trying to shut off this guy a bit, although there's still a move here. There you go. There you go. h4 and instantaneously being played. g4. Of course, you can't do anything else. Should you play now, I wonder? Should you play h2 to h3? Just to making sure there's no more space grabbing by black here. So you just you push h2 to h3. You stop the black pawn from coming down. If you're white, so to speak here. I guess that's one idea. Unless there's something stronger like d4. What exactly can you play here? Let me just highlight a few ideas here. So I guess h3 feels like, I may be wrong. d4, pawn takes, knight takes, bishop takes, rook takes. Might that be a thing, d4? Or rook d2? None of these, but queen e2. Queen e2. And h3, exactly as I said. I guess h3 might have been one of those moves that the engine might suggest you to play. We could have a look maybe later on and see if that's indeed one of the good options White could have considered. Anyway, because he didn't play h3, actually this h3 move by black did happen indeed. And d4 I did signal, at least I did mention d4. d4 is meant to just shut off that bishop a little bit and perhaps just trade it. Pawn takes again. If pawn captures, I think knight captures, and white would be super happy for bishop to take, so you can take back with the rook. And the game continues. The game simply continues. Material is currently 4-3-7 white pawns versus 7 black pawns. Now the question for black is if you manage to getting through those guys somehow too. What do you play? I'm not sure I would. I'm not sure I would trade my bishop. I mean, you could take once, but then knight's gonna take. Then there you go. Obvious. Oh, he didn't take with a knight. Interestingly, he didn't take with a knight. Okay, there was queen e6 check. So he didn't want to trade the knight. Okay, fine. Now the problem is for white. If you capture, rook's gonna take hitting your queen, and rook's gonna hit your queen. That's okay. Yep. Oh my God, that was mine. Oh my days, people took my drink. This is just too much, man. Took my drink. Luckily, I got more. Someone came into the room, sneaked on, and took my drink. No way. That was my drink. Oh, this is just unacceptable. Now I have to mix up the flavors. Oh man, you can't leave a beverage next to the computer. It just disappears. You leave a drink close to you, turn your head around, that's it's gone. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, sugar, where were we? E5. Knight A4. Aha, wants to go for the C6 ideas. Bishop took regardless. And knight C6. Attacking the bishop, which currently defended by the pawn. Okay. Queen to F7. Queen to F7. That means a bit of increased pressure on F3. What else is here? Well, I assume white's turn. If white takes the bishop, they're going to take with a pawn. Well, I'll take back with the rook. Is there a problem with that? So let's just put it this way. Knight takes d4. Well, pawn has to take, right? Okay, and then rook captures. What's the big problem? Oh, sorry, I don't see a big problem. Is there a tactic here? Can't you just take the bishop? Because this bishop is quite limiting and dangerous, that is. So I think that bishop on d4 must disappear. You have to trade it. Or do you plan on to something else? Do you plan on to this? Why did he go there with the rook? Does he want to take on c7? After takes the bishop, that is, of course. Takes and then... Well, you can't take on c7. There's a queen there. So what do we want to do? Takes. You want to play rook c6? On the other hand, if you take with the knight and pawn takes, you could actually push the pawn up because the queen won't be able to take it as long as you have the rook defending on f4. So a pawn taken and black pawn taken, you could actually push f4. Well, yeah. And then one more time. Well, it's getting funny. But the bishop must be traded, I guess. Unless there's another tactic hidden here. I guess you may want to take. There is a little of a pawn majority here. Can you create a passer? Well, theoretically, yeah, but I don't know how you're feeling about this bishop, guys, but I really would like very much to get rid of the bishop. I'd really want to take that guy off the board as soon as possible. So 2 minutes 25 for Alireza, 1 minute for Magnus. This is quite challenging. This is challenging. I mean, the bishop is really taking all those dark squares. It's quite dangerous. I think I would take it. I would personally take the bishop, unless there is some other stuff here. But I don't know what that is. Why wouldn't you take it? I don't know. Do you want to move the queen and grab that pawn? I think it's just getting a little bit too greedy, maybe. Hello, David. Hello, hello. I'm happy I sort of made it this evening. It was very, very, very uncertain if I would be able to get in time and put the camera on and stuff like that. And if we're here now. So hope we're gonna do the last leg of this evening's games. So I think getting greedy now maybe not the best thing ever. Getting on a6 maybe. I mean, move the queen away from defending the king and stuff. But he did take. Upon some consideration, he did take. And I think you want to take that bishop though. Until it's not too late. That bishop's going to take on f3. I don't think you could actually stop it. He did create a passer now. That is the a pawn. He fought a while. Before he actually did it, he actually did think for a while. Could you do just queen c4 asking for a friend? Because if this guy takes, you could actually take. Well, probably would have been this pawn. So that's not worth it. Anyway, exactly. They just played it very fast. But trade was inevitable. Inevitable. And actually, young Wolf Alireza now had a clear shot upon the c1. And if you go forwards, actually, I'm going to take, you're going to take, I'm going to take. But then there is a checkmate on the back rank. You guys noticed? Okay, the idea, Alireza, here is just you want to push the pawn. Cycling Mickey? Dude, I don't know. I'm cycling in West London quite a lot, Ealing area, Kingston, Hampton. I don't know cycling Mickey. No. Apologies. I'm sorry for being a disappointment again. Is that like a famous guy cycling in London? Who's cycling Mikey? Mikey, is that like... No, I don't think I've seen anything like this. I don't think so. What areas does he cycle? Where exactly? Okay. Cycling Mikey, I don't know. Okay, there is a passer, so the black rook can't do pretty much nothing. But there is a funny thing about those guys, but you can't move them. You can't move them. You gotta do so. Oh, my God. Game over. He resigned, of course. A rook can't move anywhere. As soon as you move the rook, whatever you want to move the rook to, this guy's going to go queen, or you take and they take and that's it. Pawns can't move down, because if you move down, they just simply were just taking here and that's it, game over. So there's not too much to do. There's not too much to do, right? Oh, could you... Rook 8, wait a minute, what's going on? Alireza won here, though. No, sorry, who's white? What the... Wait a minute, something's unclear. Ah, I see what you're saying. Now I'm reading your message, Simpson. Sorry, I was trying to figure out two things at once. Yeah, I think I've seen a YouTube video with a guy that actually films the bad motorists, the bad drivers. Yeah, the bad drivers. Yeah. I think so. I think so. He gets in quarrel with some of the motorists. Yeah, no, I haven't, but I've seen a video of him on YouTube. That's for sure. Okay, so guys, what is going on at this game now? And then we're gonna go to it's gonna be another Armageddon. Ding Ren and Nakamura. They're gonna be playing another one because it's draw. So here it says on the screen, Magnus had won the game. Which Magnus was black here? What? How is like black winning all of a sudden? Okay, why? Because this guy's gonna be taken actually, and you can't defend it with anything. So black king is gonna take the pawn. Okay. If you grab this guy's gonna go down. If you come with the king, they're gonna go down. So actually, that's the thing. So if you black here, you're actually taking the pawn, right, people? You take the pawn, and what does white play? Apparently, there is no move. So rook a2, d5, rook a2, and well, you take here, right? What's the best move? I would say rook a5. No, hold on. Whose turn is now? Was this the move that they played? Yeah, and now... Sorry, I don't understand whose move is. King g5. Okay. So yeah, okay. King takes on g4, exactly as we said. King takes on g4. And you can't stop that. Yes, okay. King takes on g4. And then you're going to move the king one more time, I guess. After this kind of move, you're going to move the king again. Again, meaning maybe here. Because king can't take. If rook moves, no one really cares. Depends where to move rook. They don't have too many options, though. So I guess this and this. So let's assume king here. Then king takes g4. Okay. King e3 to stopping you approaching. Then apparently you win a tempo with rook e8. And king goes on d4. And then king f3. You're taking that square from them. Okay. And then you got to go back. Rook a8, king c3, rook a8, king d2, king e4. And you're getting slowly access to supporting advancement of the pawns or something. Something like that. Okay. So it's going to be an Armageddon. No, leave that for me. Christ's sake. Yeah, no, that's it. Leave it for me. No, leave it.
You've got to.
Okay. Okay. Give me a pause now, please. Okay, let me go to this one. Oh, stopping the screen and stuff. Okay. Right. Where were we? King f4. King f4. What does that mean? 6 minutes for Fabi. 3:51 for black here. Okay. Do you want to go on h8 and perhaps take on h4? Do you want to play king? To just, stop that pawn from coming down. That's also important. You want to play the king to d3 to not allow this guy to moving down. Because then, well, they can't move it now because they'll be checked. So I guess you can invest maybe one move here. Yeah, but then the king goes here. Yeah, that's a problem. And then, well, you could check again. Well, maybe it's time to make it another draw and then play an Armageddon. Do you know what's the stuff here? If you allow the king to moving and then you try to defend like this guy's going to go down. So it's a bit difficult. But then again, can you play rook check? And they move here. And then this guy takes here with checkmate. Oh my god. Guys, did you notice all this craziness? Let's say this. Let's say this. Just saying. Let's say this. If black is tempted to do that kind of stuff, I guess you go back check. King's gonna go here and you take here and that would be a checkmate? Well, that's not that doesn't mean that Prague actually is going to push d3, enabling you to checkmating the king. But just saying it's a sequence, right? And the question is if you should play it. The question is if you should play it. Well, definitely something to consider. Fabi. No, he played king to f2. Okay, there is no king moving. No black king moving anywhere this century. It could be like what? If it's this, they go here. No, they want to trade now. Now Prague wants to trade because it's just too much pressure. After this one, king is going, too much in the open, perhaps. So he wants to trade off the white rook. Do you have to take? Can you not take? And if you don't take, what do you do? Do you move along the G file? Do you go G6? Do you go G7? I wonder. Yeah, but if you do that, they push. No, they still can't push the bloody pawn because it's pinned. Which is good for white. It's good for white. Okay, interesting. So should you play rook G7 or rook G6? Or do you accept the trade? 2-2-4, 2-2-4, but those guys are disconnected. Guys, did you notice? So let's just put it this way. The bad stuff for black here is that they've got 4 pawn islands, individual disconnected black pawns. So that is the problem, so to speak, for black. Whereas white pawns are formed in 2 pawn islands, connected pawns. So those guys are supporting each other. Cool, very nice, very solid, that is. Way more solid than the black pawns, which are all disconnected. So if you want to look at an end game, rooks and king versus rooks and king and, 4 pawns each, you have to look at the pawn structure. So I guess that leads Prague to actually try to determine white to trading. Now, if Fabi accepts or not, it's to be seen. Now, if he keeps repeating this thing, like twice, if they keep doing this twice, it's going to be a draw. And by the looks of it, Fabi wants to go into a draw here. He doesn't want to force anything, apparently. I'm not sure just yet. I really wonder if you should be... I don't know. What can you possibly play, though? Well, if Fabi plays again and again, I think we're going to have a draw, guys. And then we're going to see an Armageddon. There you go. So, ladies and gents, we're going to have 2 Armageddon now. As you can see on the screen on the left-hand side, Prague and Fabi drew, Ding and Hikaru drew. Cool. So we're going to have now 2 Armageddons. Yes, Hikaru, Ding, and, Fabi and Prague. Very cool. Magnus still in the lead massively now because he got a victory today in the Armageddon. So Magnus is leading. 2 Armageddons, guys. There you go. There you go. Ding playing with what? He's black. Ding only needs to draw. Only needs to draw. Draw, that means he wins. And Fabi... Well, okay, so Nakamura has to win. And Fabi has to win. The other 2 guys... And, Fabi has to win. Prague needs a draw. And Ding needs a draw. In order to win, that is. That's the Armageddon rules. And the question is if they start straight away or they go to grab a beverage or something similar, so to speak. Or something similar. We don't know. But what I do know is that I do have a beverage close to me and I can just go for a quick pause now. I really don't want to miss on the Armageddons. I don't want to miss on the Armageddons. Okay. This one here. King c8 being played by black, and now we have to move with white. Well, this rook is very nice and very covering much everything. Now we got another rook here, able to check. If we want to, we can do check straight away. And that is moving rook b to c1. So guys, we will be returning to the round number 9, to the Armageddons, for sure. But in the meantime, it might take 5 minutes. I don't know, more or less. No idea how long will it take him. So let's just try this puzzle. I think that's a check. Well, I don't think, I know it's a check. Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, don't matter. They're gonna have to play out of check. I don't think they're gonna block with anything. But there is another question. There is something with this little guy here. Oh, I'm very happy, Simpson. Was that a famous game, or it was like the last one with the what was it? I put a couple of videos lately. Some of them I made them in the same day and put them on various days. I mean, just last week happened really. What was the previous video? I mean, just trying to remember. Yeah, there was something. The to restrict the opponent's king in the end game. Yes, yes, of course. Now I guess it's something related with the a6y pawn, which practically needs only 2 turns to being queened here. So question is if you do some check on the c file or you push that pawn already. If you push the pawn, you might get some checks, but I don't think they're very deadly, I guess. It's actually difficult. Let's see if I get anything out of the rook on c1. So that's very good indeed, Simpson. It's good. Yes, all this stuff is useful, and yeah, especially if we play longer time control games. So you're actually having time to properly evaluate the position and choose for the best solution to continue. Indeed. Yes. Towards the end, the king itself, the king needs to go towards the center towards the end of the game, assuming you've got, king and pawn. I don't know if it's whatever, if it's a bishop or something, you need to go towards the center of the board towards the end because the king needs to attack itself. So we do want that. So rook c1 or we push a7, the question is. Or do we do rook e1 to prevent checks from the black rook? I'm not sure anymore. I don't know. Or maybe do we do forget about a pawn. What about this move? Really, forget about the pawn. I just wanna play like a checkmate right now. Like in 2 moves. Can they stop me? Well, they could do a check for sure. And then where am I going? I mean, where am I going? I can go here. Then they check me, I can go here. Then they check me again, I can go here. Then they can't check me anymore because there is this guy. So actually, guys, I don't think it's about pushing the pawn. I think it's about just giving a checkmate on the back rank, perhaps f1 and then f8. It might be the case. It might be the case. Rook f1. It's got to be rook f1. I kind of... Rook c1, the king goes. He didn't do nothing. Yeah, rook f1, Simpson. Exactly right. Bloody hell, that's not it. Is it rook c? Is it pawn? Okay, that's now... Wait a minute. Is it... What is it? Okay, what the hell is it now? Rook takes? Why? Why? Push forward? No. Rook f1? No. Rook c1? No. What? What is this? What do you play? This? This doesn't make any sense. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. Yeah, it's very freaking tricky. Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, I mean, look, stuff that you would normally consider rook c, rook f, they don't work. Pawn up, that doesn't work, surprisingly. Just taking here, I don't understand why would I just take on g7. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. And now I'm just thinking, maybe they just want us to trade rooks But why? I mean, okay. I don't know. Do they want us to play this? Why would I play this? Don't tell me it's a king move. It does make it. I mean, it does make sense, but don't tell me it's a king move. But that guy, they check you. What exactly have you achieved? They check you again? Is it a king move? So we said rook c1 been denied, a7 rejected. What have I played? Rook f1 not the move, rook c1 not the move, a7 not the move. Because probably they check you, but my understanding was if they check you, you're just gonna go left. And whatever, they check you again, what? You're just gonna keep moving? Rook f8 seemed to be the end of rook f8, and you know, seemed to be quite good stuff, but very surprising. I really I don't know. Could it be rook b6 for this kind of sorry, rook b6 to defend the pawn and then check like this? But it's again doesn't make any sense. Wait a minute. No. It's rook b8. It's rook b8, guys. It's rook b8. King moves. You're gonna check again with the other rook. You're gonna check again with the other rook. You're gonna be a skewer. They're gonna go here. I think you're gonna be a skewer. You're gonna go here. Yeah. And actually, it's no skewer. It's a bloody checkmate. Simpson, it's a checkmate, but it's a checkmate. Yeah. I was looking in the wrong way, at the wrong way to deliver checkmate. It's rook b8. King goes on the 7th rank. You're going to play the other rook over to b7. Rook b1, b7, check. They're going to move c, and then you're going to deliver rook c8, checkmate, and that's it, because the other king just takes it. So I played in the wrong fashion. This one is actually forcing sequence. This one is a forcing sequence. Okay, they moved over there, but still doesn't matter. We're still going to be playing this. And exactly as we said, it doesn't matter now. It's just checkmate in a move. Yeah, that was checkmate. We just went with the wrong. We played the wrong stuff. The checkmate was actually rook b8, rook b7, then rook c8. And it was forced. The other idea that we thought of, Simpson, the rook f1 invites black to actually check you and play stuff, you know? It gives them room. It gives them option, gives them room. Whereas rook b8, rook b7, rook c1 was actually quite direct. Was quite direct. That's no, they very challenging. They're very challenging, and you know, you as a human, you know, you need to take into consideration as much as possible. And sometimes, you know, you see a thing and you're super happy with it, and you don't look at anything else. And they put a pawn over there, and you thought that maybe you have to move the pawn up and stuff, but it was wrong. It was absolutely wrong. But that's okay. Anyway, we are in the waiting now for Ding and Nakamura to play the Armageddon. I think tomorrow is the last round. And currently, guys, Magnus is first. You probably guys are aware. He is first currently. All right, hey. So they haven't started. They haven't. No, I don't see anything. No one moved anything. Shall we go for another one? Yeah, of course we go for another one. Of course we do. Find the best move for white. Okay. Is there something with a queen sacrifice? Of course it is. It's queen. Simpson, look at this craziness. It's queen takes. Queen takes on g7. King can't take because it's knight, so rook has to take. But what the rook takes, we take with the rook, we take the bishop. Then the rook drops, and then we take with the bishop. Sick and over. Sick and over. This one, I've seen this one in like 5 seconds. And the other one, which was very normal, I got entangled in untruth. In the previous puzzle, I got messed up with all sorts of nonsense. But this one, which is, if you want to say, a bit more counterintuitive, you know, when it's about sacrificing the queen, I'm first. I think puzzles based on sacrificing the queen, I always see them. Sacrifice the queen, I do it. That's it. You're on queen, take it. So I recognize the puzzle of queen sacrifice very quickly. Anything else? Nope. I don't see nothing. Queen sacrifice? Yes. Yep. Absolutely. Didn't I tell you? Queen sacrifice? No problem. No problem at all. I see them all. And now bishop. Yeah, I'm good only at puzzles based on queen sacrifice. I'm very good at that. But not at the normal stuff, no. There's crazy tactics, yeah, of course. I can see queen sacrifice. It's my my first trait, yeah, absolutely. Okay, did those guys start? Oh, come on. Hey, they did. Yes, they do. They're actually playing. Okay, guys, we didn't miss too much, fellas. It's just a few seconds. Just a few seconds here. Okay, let's hey, I don't want to see the moves. I don't want to see the moves. Leave it like this. Okay. Okay. Who's what? Okay, Hikaru's white, Ding is black. Hey, I like this idea of a pin, but he played h6 on the same, maybe stopping g5 or something. Maybe he wants to stop g5. a3. Would you play bishop g4? I think it makes sense. Bishop g4, right? That's an idea. But no, he went for this. Rook goes quickly on the e file, double attack here. So I guess Ding has to do something about protecting the pawn. Or does he want to push? No, I don't think he want to push. No, he defends. He defends. Defending the pawn twice. Nakamura is in a must win. He has to win. Ding only needs to draw. You could push c5 if you want to. But no h3. Why? To stopping bishop g4. He only played bishop f5, but g4. So now you could go what? h7, g6, you name it. The problem for poor Ding is that he got to move very fast because he had 7 minutes. g5, further dismantling. Bishop's going to take. You're going to be in a pin. Or knight takes. I don't know which one works good. Bishop takes. That's not a bad stuff. Pinning the knight is never. This is never a bad idea. Well, almost never. Never say never. So bishop g5 pins the knight to the queen. Knight can't move. Unless you can threaten the other guy's queen. Yes, Simpson, that's the problem. I totally have compassion, you know, playing Nakamura at his own game. I mean, like, even less time than Nakamura. Well, he only needs to pull a draw here, but, you know. c5, I think I did mention at some point c5 because it kicks the bishop away. More space being taken by Naka here. What do you do? Do you connect the rooks? And if you connect the rooks, how do you connect them? Do you play queen to d2 here? How do you get the queen a bit closer? Well, you need to connect the rooks, and you have to play that queen somewhere. Queen d2. Queen d2. No. He didn't like the knight's position, so he goes knight b2. He probably wants to play, I'm telling you, he wants to play knight c4. Well, before knight c4, he goes with this. You know why? Because the queen now can play. Queen can go straight to h5. If you play bishop, Naka's going to take it. Pawn is going to take, then queen. I don't know. I don't know. Queen can still go to h5. There you go. Queen to h5. Exactly as we said, of course. Queen to h5. Now I don't know what Ding is going to play. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Bishop d... No. No. He could give check. Queen g5. Queen g5. Queen g5. Is there something else better than queen g5? Knight c4. Is that good? Amongst others? Knight c4? I don't think that's a bad one. I really don't think that's a bad idea. I don't think that's a bad one. You can always play knight to c4. Just getting the knight a bit more central. If you're getting really fed up with the bishop, you can even play knight b6. There you go. We just said it. He just played it. Now, you either take or you play queen. I think you should play queen g5. I think. But you could also take. Yeah, okay. No, queen f3. Queen f3, queen f3. Queen f3. Rook a to d8 played by Ding. Very interesting position. Very interesting position. b4. Double attack by black, mind you, guys. So a takes a-b, 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 knight. What's going on here? What is going on? What, there is some rook, crazy rook coming over here or something? What are you doing? What's going on? Can't we just play rook b1? Rook e to b? Is there a problem or something? He played rook a to b. Okay, I mean, of course you want to take on b7, right? What is he playing at? What's the idea? Sorry, can't I just take on b7? I think I should take on b7, right? You should take on b7. Shouldn't you? Rook takes b7. I think you should. I think you absolutely should. Is there something else? I mean, knight's going to play here taking your guy. Do you want to perhaps play knight b6? Yeah, but the queen is going to go. Also, queen can take b7. Look, there is a few things here that happen right now as we speak. Could it be c? No, okay, queen b7. Now knight goes c5, right? Yes, of course. Knight c5, queen a7, moving away from the knight's attack and hitting the knight. Now you either move the knight or you move the bishop. Okay, knight on d3, rook has to play. Where do you move? Do you play rook d1? Queen takes d3. That means attack on e1 rook. Where do you move the rook? Rook d1, I think. That's an idea. Where else? Where else can we go? Where else can you go? Okay, but I take queen. Where do you go? Rook e1 under attack. Where do you move it? Rook e to d. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But then this, I'm not sure. That knight can't really be moved. There is always this and this if you got a chance. You know, queen a6, bishop c6, attacking the queen and the rook. There you go, rook ed, and then exactly. That looks very good. I mean, 2 minutes 45, and I think Din achieved a very nice position. I kind of like it. 4 pawns versus 2 disconnected pawns. Guys, this position is very good for black. And notice, my friends, how the white knight can't go to many places. All the squares were, covered nicely, but that's a pin. Okay, but I take queen. Okay, so rook b7 pins the bishop. Queen must move. No, he defends the bishop with the rook because he wants to move the queen afterwards, I guess. So that he defends the bishop with the rook first, in order to set the queen free. And then I don't know. We'll see. This guy is a passer. He'll go down and down and down. Double attack here. How are you dealing with this? Do you play this? And I love that he is going to trade. Hey, I'm going to tell you something. I really hope the guy delivers in this game because he does magnificently. And he took the bishop, which was the main headache for black in this position, Simpson. And actually, I'm telling you, if he doesn't mess it up, he's having a very promising position. He's not going to draw. He might even bloody win. If he behaves himself, if he doesn't panic or doesn't freak out or something, or doesn't go to what are the dimensions and worlds and stuff, if he stays connected, I think he might just deliver in the very unlikely 2 minutes left against the speed demon, the king of the fast chess, the king of the blitz, Nakamura. Now there is a check and sending the knight away. Look, this knight is pinned. Does that mean it? And this guy can go down and down and down. You got to be very careful about this one. I think I would play rook d8 to d7. If I was Ding here, I would play rook d8 to d7 now because I want to make sure my bishop is nice and cool and safe. He pushed the pawn. I did say about that, but that requires some quick calculation and confidence in order to pushing that pawn. All right, he did it. Fine. Okay, what do you think? I mean, look, if they take here, well, bloody hell, you get a queen, man. So even if they take you back one more time, you're going to just move here. Who cares about a what? That's a queen. That's just a queen. Ding plays superbly. I mean, what I've seen now in the Armageddon, he's really like renewed or something. Look, the guy just needs to recalibrate and he's going to be delivering again. This is something super cool he played. 1 minute 33. Naka had to stop the pawn. What is it? Is he going to push or is he going to play this? Asking for a friend. Which one is it, guys? There you go. Rook d8, d7. That's exactly what I would have played myself. And now I don't know what to say about Naka. Because this guy's going to go. Right? It's got to be, right? I mean, you could if you... Yes. Cheers for that. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay. Rook b2. Wait a second. This is bullet already, Simpson. They play bullet here. Oh, my God. I'm... Fingers crossed for Ding. He's attacking on g6. Can you push the pawn so you defend indirectly? Yes. I got this one too. In-time pressure, that is. And this guy's going to go. Oh, what do? Don't do nothing. Push the pawn. He pushes the pawn, right? No, he doesn't push the pawn. He plays queen f5. Okay. Well, he can push it later. Pressure on Nakamura. Double attack on the rook, mind you. Simpson. Queen f5 does a few tricky things. Queen f5 attacks the rook twice. If white takes the rook, he's going to take. No problem. He is very close to be winning his first game in the Norway chess, Simpson. And not just winning, he winning against the king of the blitz chess. He wins against the king of the blitz chess, so to speak, and bullet chess. None other than the super king itself, Nakamura. So I would love for him to win against Naka this evening, this day. He absolutely, utterly deserves. He deserves. He's just he's an awesome guy. I get my whole admiration for him. Hey guys, the first game won by Dingley Ren in this Norway chess. I think Nakamura himself is happy, and I think they shook hands, and I think, wow. Come on, dude. That was just nice. Ding can deliver. Oopsie. Ding can definitely deliver. I'm so happy for Ding. Really, I'm so happy for the guy. He delivered. I mean, this is so important. And magnificent game he played. 46 moves against the king of blitz. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And now the last 2 minutes, guys, we're gonna go and see Fabian Prague. Oof, I'm so kind of like relieved for Ding to having won at least, one game in the whole Norway chess. It's important. Yes, it's so good for Ding. I'm so happy for him. I'm genuinely. He's such a nice guy, Ding. He's such a nice guy, and this. He's not just a nice, but he also plays in incredibly good chess, and and he did so good. Queen c1, good stuff, Ding. Good stuff, buddy. That's so good. Okay, Queen c1 here. What have we gotten? Fabi white. Prague is black. There is a passer here. Wait a minute. There's a pass pawn. Oh, black attacks both. You need to run down now. You need to move down. There you go. Bishop d2, defending this guy. Defending this guy. Okay, knight wants to play here. Triple fork. Knight to b3. Triple fork. So what do you do? Okay, but I take queen. What do you do? What? Oh no! Whoa! That was misclick. Knight c5. Knight c5 for knight b3. Guys, what is the antidote? What? Oh, he checked. Okay, he want to do another one. He wants to play another one. Or f4. Which one is it? Which one is it? Genuine question. Is it queen g5 or queen f4? Queen f4, then you have to consider this. Where's the next check? You got to keep checking the guy. You're going to go here. They're going to push the pawn, I guess. Where's the next check? Okay, queen f4. King e6. We said that. There's no more check. Guys, white is doing a bit better here. I didn't put the eval bar or anything, but looks like white is doing a bit better. I like the bishop in this position way more than the knight. The bishop. Okay, I'm a little bit biased. I love bishops a bit more than the knights. So, yeah. It could be bishop g7. It could be many things. It could be many things. It could be very many things. White to play, and yeah, okay, that he hits the queen. Queen's got to go somewhere. You can't check because the queen will just take you. Okay, but I take queen. How would be a Russian accent by, let's say, Daniel Dubov saying this? I try to, but it's not very easy having a Russian accent, isn't it? Okay, but I take queen. Okay, I'm gonna try working on it. Maybe help from some Russian friends or something. Yeah. Okay. So he wants to go here. Queen d1. Check. If you take the knight, they're going to take the bishop. And they're going to be more drawish. Therefore, you must not accept the trading of the pieces. So now double pressure on the knight. Again, you can't check anywhere. Neither d1 nor a1. So Now the burden is on black to do something with this knight. What do you play? If you go like this, there could be another check on d6. So if this happens, knight b3, it could be queen d6. It could be very many things. It still could be some checks. It could be. It could be very well. If king goes here, then you're going to get the queen by a discovered check. Might be. There's many things. There's check here. There's check on e4. Check on b6. Hey, wait a minute. Is it queen b6? But wait a minute. This guy is falling. Oh my god. What the heck? The knight is down. Of course, he blundered the piece. Oh my god, he blundered the piece. Yes, he blundered the piece. Wait a minute. This is a blunder. And my question is, don't you winning the queen with both e4 and also b6? I mean, who cares? The idea is you're going to take the knight. They can't defend. If they defend with the knight, you're going to take it. So guys, even an elite super grandmaster with 39 seconds on the clock, they gonna blunder, which did happen. Prague blundered. So I think both moves win the black knight. Before putting the engine, guys, can you confirm, or I'm just seeing stuff which is not real? Again. Do both moves win the knight? Well, yeah. Yes, of course. Queen b6, king f5, g4, yeah, sure, whatever. King f4, bishop d2, king f5, f4, oh my days. Okay, don't matter. Apparently you are going to be grabbing a piece here. Either king e4, queen e4 or queen b6, you're going to be getting a queen. The knight. You're going to be getting the knight on b7. That's for sure. That was very nice. That was really, really, really nice. So, good stuff for Dink. He finally managed to win his first game, guys. That's just great for him. Really, really great for him. I'm so happy for. I think he's going to be feeling a little bit better, a little bit more confident in regards with the, well, not just tomorrow's game, that is, but also with the potential of facing Gukesh. It really is important. Really is important. You know, I think if he manages to, to get centered a bit more, maybe he's going to deliver. All right. Very nice stuff. Okay, what do we do here? Queen takes. No, you can't do this craziness. But you could definitely sack a rook here. You take it. Queen takes, checkmate. Rook takes, queen takes. Okay, but I take queen. Rook takes, queen takes, rook takes, knight blocks, check. So rook c5? Rook c5 or something else? What do you think, Simpson? Could it be rook c5? Rook c5. Rook takes c5. Yeah, I'm going to take rook c5. Yeah, that makes sense. It does make sense. So why doesn't the puzzle end here? What's there to do? Should I take this guy now? I should take on f6. Queen takes. And then what? Well, let me think. If queen takes, rook takes, queen takes. No, that doesn't work. Bishop takes, queen takes. Okay. And then what? And then queen c8, right? Wait a minute, something's weird. I can't just stop right now. There must be one little tactic here going on. What's the last tactic we need to play? What is the last tactic here? I'm not quite clear on this. What is going on? Bishop takes, queen takes. No, maybe something else. Like something else like what? Okay, bishop takes f6, queen takes, and queen c1. Just, nice and simple. Unless there is some crazy tactic, I think bishop should take. Queen or pawn takes, whatever. We don't... Yeah, and then queen c1. Yes, Simpson, I think. So queen f6, and queen c1, and whatever. It's fine. Then it's fine. We have one extra piece. We preserve the advantage. And whatever they decide to play, I think we're doing very well. Bishop f6, queen c1. Am I like missing something else? If I take bishop f6, if rook takes... Wait a minute, bishop f6, rook takes... No, bishop f6, rook takes check. Rook takes check. No, that's not it. No, maybe queen c1 now. Okay, queen c1. Yeah, but rook takes, and queen takes rook. Wait a minute. Queen takes, rook takes, queen takes. Okay. What the heck is going on here? Is it bishop d4? Bishop d4, bishop d4. Bishop d4, pawn goes here. Well, you just take. Rook takes. Okay. Bishop d4? I don't know. I don't know if it's bishop d4. Bishop d4. So queen c1 doesn't work because rook takes or check. Then you take, then you're going to lose the rook. So bishop d4 would defend the rook. And I guess we're just doing fine. But wait a minute. Bishop takes f6, and this guy takes my queen. I'll take their rook. They take my guy, and I take... Yeah, this is just so crazy. Simpson, pay attention to this. And David, if you guys here. Bishop takes. Rook takes queen, right? Okay. Knight takes. The bishop is on pre. Bishop takes my bishop. And knight takes the bishop, attacking the queen. And I end up with 2 minor pieces and 2 rooks versus a rook and a queen. 2 minor pieces and 2 rooks versus rook and queen. Again, bishop takes f6. Rook takes queen. Rook takes rook. But then the queen can take on c5. But still, I'm taking what? Bishop f6. Rook takes. Knight takes. No. Then the queen takes my rook. That doesn't work, guys. No, I'm overly complicating it. I think it's bishop d4. I'm absolutely complicating it. It's bishop d4, right? That bishop f6 thing is just too crazy. I don't know. I'm going to play bishop d4, and I guess that's one way to keep the stuff alive. Whatever happens, I mean, in the worst case scenario, I'm going to take here if they push the pawn and they take me, I take him. That's not easy. Bishop d4, they push the pawn. Okay. I take with the rook. Yeah. Queen takes bishop. No, it's bishop d4, right? Come on. Yes. My God. Oof. Yeah, bishop d4 seems to be the most natural thing ever to play. You just keep your guys on the board and stuff. And now they don't even mention here e5, Simpson, because if e5 were to be, yeah, rook e5, exactly as we said. It's just rook e5, whatever. Now, if queen takes, you take back with the knight, not with the bishop. So queen takes, you take back with the knight, and that's about it. That's it. You're going to play this, you're going to solidify this guys forever, or you're going to play this. It's game over. Yes, but they are indeed strange stuff. So that was from a real game in between a 2300 guy and 2500 guy. So that was from a real one. All right, Simpson. Shall we go one more time? Let's try one more. Find the best move for white here. What are we supposed to do here, my friends? Okay. Many things again. Very, very many things again. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Could be so many stuff here. You know, could be like this, or could be that. Could be rook b6, could be rook e7. Not so Armageddon, Simpson, it happens when actually the guys are drawing in the official classical game. So that's when they go for the Armageddon. It's not like they start with it or they have to play it. They do need to play it when they actually draw in the classical match. And then they do the Armageddon. So tomorrow being the last round, if I understood correctly, we can double check the information. Tomorrow, if they do the last round or something, and you know, I guess it's applicable even tomorrow too. So if two players are drawing, they will go for the Armageddon. Someone must win in every single round. It must be a winner. There is no more Armageddon this evening now. We're just doing a puzzle here together. So, as I said, I think it's one of these. And I mean, rook e7 seems to be even stronger, seems to be stronger, because rook e7 doesn't allow black to defend this guy. Whereas if you go rook b6, they can still do some stuff, like king f7. Yeah, you're going to check them again, but the idea is not to do threefold repetition. So I would assume rook e7, it's a bit more stronger than rook b6. You know what's the funny stuff about all this things here? We wanting so much this to be the truth, and then the engine tells you there is the other rook that has to play, or you know. This one seems to be quite the deal, because once you take here, you do it with check, you remove the rook's defender, so yeah, I guess it has to be this. It's quite strong. Unless the engine wants you to do differently. I don't know what that is though, but yeah, I think it's gotta be this. Do you know that there is something we as humans didn't consider here, Simpson? It might be rook d4 takes d5. It might be. Do you know why? Because if they take... Okay, let's play the move we don't want to play. Let's consider this crazy stuff. Rook d5. Crazy. Right? Now, they don't necessarily have to take, mind you. But if they do take, it's worth noting there is this check here. Do you know what that means? The king has to go away from defending the black rook. And we create a passer, Simpson. You can't tell me that ain't strong. It is very strong. It's very strong. But let's assume they don't take. Let's assume they play this in order to hit you here twice and check you. What do you play then? The question is, what do you play then? How do you defend that guy actually twice? So, a little bit annoying. Rook takes d5. What if they play this? Just simple as that. I mean, you want them to take. Of course you do, right? We just said. But what if they don't? Rook takes d5 because we're projecting the... Thank you for following, my friend. we're projecting the wish for them to capture. Rook takes, pawn takes, and we love to do this, and they have to move whatever, and the king takes, and you got a passer, and very nice, very cool, and you're winning and stuff. You know? But what if they don't take? Chess Odyssey, it's whites to move now, and rook to g3 not really playable. Yeah, it's white to play, by the way. It's white to play. Yeah. It can't be rook g3 for it's whites to play. And even if rook g3 were played by black, you just take it. That's it. Oh, I understand. So you're meaning after like yeah, there could be so many. Exactly. That's exactly what I said to Simpson previously and David. So you take here hoping they do stuff. But what if they don't? What if they just do exactly rook g3? I don't know. They just do something. What if they do rook here? Yeah, you still, okay, it's cool. It's nice. You're going to double up the guys here. You know. So again, I have to play the move, which I'm not very thrilled. And I'm not fully convinced is the best, but it kind of works. It's rook b6 because rook b6 at least sort of guarantees you're going to take that guy. You're going to take it. They can't defend it. Well, they can. They can. They can. Queen f7. Rook takes. Queen takes. Rook takes. No, that doesn't work. No, it has to. No, okay, it has to be. Oh, bloody hell. It has to be this. But what if they play this? Oh. Difficult. Wait a minute. Let me just look at this for a while. Let me just look at this thing for a while. It's a weird little puzzle here. That's a weird one. If you guys tell me, how do you defend against rook a4? Chess Odyssey, I totally am inclined to say rook d5 is the deal. I mean, I like it. It's good stuff. It's really good stuff. But how do I defend against rook a4 aiming for f4 together with the other guy? What do you play after rook a4? So I'm happy to go with rook d5. I'm really happy to go for that. What if they play rook a4? They want to take with check, mind you. It's not checkmate or anything, but probably you're going to double up your rooks here. Then they're going to take, and then you're going to move. They got at least a perpetual, if not more. Yeah. Okay, so rook d5 equalizes from a material point of view. If rook a4 are we just going to double up here? But they have a perpetual check. Rook b6 is nice. King plays here. Okay. And then we take. Yes. Yes, guys. Okay, we got it. We got the correct moves, Odyssey and Simpson. We just put them in the wrong move order. It's like this, guys. It's rook b6, king f7, and then you take. Why? If they play rook a4, you're going to sort of like checkmate the guy because you got the ladder type of check, so to speak. So rook b6, king f7, rook takes d5. Of course, pawn takes, king takes. Thank you very much. Game over. So this is the move order. Both moves are good, Chess Odyssey and Simpson and David. Both moves are absolutely fine. Just that this one has to be the first, it looks like, and then we take, I guess. So rook b6, what? Rook e7? They, rook e7. Rook e7, rook e7, rook e7. Hold on a second. Why didn't I like about that move? Wait a minute. Rook e7. Could it be? It's white's turn. Rook e7, king. Yeah, it does stop king f7. It does. It really does, though. Yes. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yeah, it might be rook e7, though. I miscalculated. Yes. Rook e7. King can't move on the 7th rank. Looks like you're going to take on e7, and that's about it. Rook e7. Yeah, they can't defend it. Can they? No, I don't see any way for them to defend that pawn. Yes, Chess Odyssey. I think I did say something about rook e7. I don't know why I got self-discouraged into playing it. But yeah, it looks like we should do rook e7 after all. Yeah, you're correct. Rook e7. That's the best. That is the best. Fair enough. Yes. Now we don't bother taking, so that's the subtlety here. We don't take the rook. We don't take the rook. We take on e6. That's very important. Because we check the guy, they can't block with the rook. King has to move again. And actually, we're going to take this guy. And theoretically, we've got a passer here that might be able to be pushed at some point. So yeah, we don't want to play after king. Let's say king g7. We don't play king g5 because we might get this kind of stuff. So probably after king moves, we're going to either take or push this pawn, something like this, and then maybe you could check one more time. King h7, king g7, f5, exactly. Well, it's on the screen. What the hell? All righty. Oof. Okay. Okay, guys. So, people, what I really do want to coming back tomorrow evening, 6 p.m. ish, to getting this guys playing in the last round of the Norway chess. So I want to thank you, my friends. I wanna thank you, guys. Simpson, Chess Odyssey, and David, and yeah, yep, okay, yeah. We're gonna try and do this one. More puzzles maybe tomorrow, guys. I really need to taking a break now, and yeah, we're gonna work towards 2500, which I've been a couple of times. And then I just dropped because I made a few bad stuff, a few bad puzzles. Okie doke. Take care of yourselves, guys. And see you tomorrow evening then. Cheers, man.